Hi, I'm Kara Salazar. I'm with Illinois Indiana Sea Grant and Purdue Extension, and I'm here representing a team of almost 30. We received a grant from National Sea Grant competition on water equity, and we've been working in 3 different states. Go ahead. Using a one block at a time framework, supporting community resilience. We're looking at this in a little bit different ways, but the main concept is that we're working at a neighborhood scale. We have these multi-collaborative community work teams. We're working in Indiana through Illinois Indiana Sea Grant, Minnesota in Duluth, and Erie, Pennsylvania through Pennsylvania Sea Grant. And we have 2 sites within Northwest Indiana, Michigan City, and Hammond. And I'll highlight those today. I won't be talking about the Minnesota or Pennsylvania projects, but I'm happy to share those at a break. We're also looking at education and professional development opportunities. We've had AmeriCorps students, student interns, and we're doing community engagement and education on the ground. We're also working on an assessment and engagement toolkit using this one block at a time framework and the common aspects and themes through our process to support communities at the neighborhood scale. Go ahead. For our Indiana project deliverables, we're working on a co-design and implementation of on-site rainwater harvesting. We've built a rain garden for overflow, and we're doing the education and engagement for these systems. We started with this with all of our one block at a time aspects. We're looking at focus groups and background assessments for the communities to make sure that the goals are met for what they want to do. These are the sites that we've been working at. If you could go to the next one, please. The Smart Community Center in Michigan City and the Intermission Community Farm in Hammond, Indiana had different needs. We've been working within the concept of our community wellness coordinators working within Purdue Extension. So we had a lot of background information and needs, knowing that these community areas needed access to community gardens and harvesting for rainwater because they had limited supply. The Hammond, Indiana area, they were carrying buckets of water for their community garden, and the Smart Community Center had a series and network of volunteers that were working on this and had limited access to get in and out. So we designed 2 different systems. The one at the Smart Center, we did have an existing building where we could utilize the gutter system. We have then the rain garden that's next to it, and then the community gardens are in the front there. Both of these sites were supported and funded through grants that Purdue Extension community wellness coordinators were able to access for them and to help them support their food desert area as well. At the Intermission Community Farm, as I mentioned, they did not have access to water at all. This is a corner neighborhood site. We built a freestanding system, and we have gutters now on that. That's a little bit before it was complete. The rain garden water overflow, and then they have a series of different drip irrigation tubing to use for the 2 community gardens. At the Intermission site, we had a landscape architecture student help us too with the design, doing some community interviews, doing the collaborative design element, and we ended up also with a meditation labyrinth you can see in the corner there. They wanted a place for the community to come and gather, in addition to working in the gardens and accessing the produce too. If you could go to the next one. So we've been able to construct these 2 sites over the course of the summer, and we are still working with the neighborhood groups on looking at some pinch points and making sure that things are working well and as they need to. But we've designed these systems so that the different materials could come from a big box store or a neighborhood hardware store, so that if we needed to update materials, we can easily. We're also looking at water and soil testing to make sure that the irrigation systems are working as we want them to with the different types of filtration systems that we have. And we're creating some extension publications and technical assistance guides so that these types of systems can be built with community leaders and garden managers in similar types of situations.